What's up everybody, we should be live. Let me adjust the music. Okay, something like that. I think it's a bit too quiet, maybe a bit louder. Okay, should be fine. Okay, and let me tweet, then the stream is starting. And my cable keeps getting, microphone cable keeps getting messed up. Sorry if you hear me adjusting the arm. Okay, it should be fine. Okay, so, as the tweet says, I managed to adjust the particles. I'm pretty much happy with them. I think I can do a better job than that. So I'm showing game. Okay, that music got loud. Yeah, let me turn it down. Okay, something like that I think is fine. Okay, so don't mind the second world. You will hopefully see that it's about tomorrow, but I haven't had the time to do that today. Okay, so yeah, I have a wheelbarrow, and while testing I made it so I can spam the particles. But they look, I mean, fine. Yeah, I think that's okay. It looks kinda wonky when the wheelbarrow is rotated because they still spawn according to the box, hitbox. Rather, they don't match the hitbox, but they match the and don't account for rotation. And from quick asking ChatGPT. Okay, wait, do I have? I don't need to have that open. Okay, quick ChatGPT test tells me that it's a lot of math to make this work, rotate. So, actually, it's not that much. Next, Gajan, box width, okay. Let's see, how much is it actually? Rotate vector, okay. New vector, rotated by that, and then random velocities, okay. These are unused, but rotate vector, let's see, it's a quaternion. Yaw and pitch. Pitch is, let me make sure I have it correct. Pitch axis. I think that's like, yeah, roll, okay. That's a roll. Now, pitch axis is, okay, front to back, I guess. Man, I think that's it because, okay, yeah, kind of makes sense. Okay, so pitch is, yeah, that is roll, and pitch is backwards and forwards, okay. So I don't actually have that. So I could skip it. See, I do the matrices, I do the, I make a thingy. Okay, so let's actually try to add that because I think that's neat and could look, should look fine. So let's see. It's such a bummer that you can't rotate the hitboxes, bounding boxes, or whichever one. These are, okay, but let's see. Okay, so I'm going to need the, so I have position, those position have pitch, man, on the wrong layer, get, okay, it doesn't, so let's see, this get pitch, or rather this get yaw. Get rotation vector, client, Not sure what these are. Okay, so this is, I mean, I can get pitch, so why can I get, okay, I can get yaw. See, what is it? It's a float. Okay. I have the speed, that's unchanged, I have the count, and I have that, so I don't really want to touch that. Okay, random positions within the box. Okay, I did it like that. I don't quite have the box. And I need rotation of new vector with these. Okay, so I guess that would be in the vec equals new vector. Okay, that's that, I think. Okay. Let's see, this takes in a vector and a yaw and a pitch. So I should be able to have a quaternion like that. Still not sure what a quaternion is, but I don't really want to find out. And that, but an import, okay. And where do I take a quaternion from? I have that somewhere. Okay, I do. It should be. This is quaternion, and I need quaternion F, huh? What's that? Quaternion with a single. Okay, maybe F is fine. Quaternion float, I'm assuming. Create a new quaternion. Okay. Yaw, that's fine. Okay. Have the velocities. See, now I need a matrix. So that would be the matrix 4F. Okay, that seems to be correct. Equals new. And what do I put inside? Okay, nothing. And I guess I just load. It doesn't seem to have a load function. Okay. What does it have? Add and get. Equals. Okay, it has a lot of stuff. Okay, actually not that much. So maybe add is what I'm looking for. Okay, now add takes in other thingy. Oh. New quaternion F, set angle axis. Send this quaternion to a rotation equivalent to the supplied axis and angle. Okay, times that. Let's see. This is the angle. And I have the X, Y, and Z. Let me think. Geometrics doesn't have the other matrix for F. Don't have a load method. Use the matrix stack. Okay, so let's wait for it to generate stuff, and let's see what's going to come out. Rotated velocities. Okay, I don't think I care about rotating the velocities. It seems silly. Maybe I'm wrong. Peak. Get model. Need the yaw pitch is always the same. Okay, that's odd that I have to do that manually. Okay, but is it just that? Try. Maybe. That would be so at x times. I mean, if I don't have to make a new vector, I rather wouldn't. See, this is a double, so double x equals that, and now double y equals that and that. Okay, and now I just have to do stuff. So let's see. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm not sure what I'm doing, and if that doesn't work, just leave it like that. I don't mind it too much. See, that will be x times sinus y minus z times sinus y. Okay, this is a rotation of some kind, I think. Okay, and here it's z. Let's do it the other way, z cosinus y plus x sinus y. Is that correct? And let's see, x times sinus and plus z times cosinus, okay. That's doing something, hopefully. Let's see. Where these particles end up now? Okay, they don't spawn at all. Wonder why that is. So let's see. Wheelbarrow. Lugger. And I need particle that is x, and that will be that z, and a new line, and then do I want a new line? Guess transformation. So sinus y would be that. would be that, and then I will just should be fine calculating that. So that will be I, X, Y, Z, and that. Let's see what comes out. Maybe I can debug that. Man, I. Okay, so it's D. My bad again. Um. Why is that not I? I forgot. But if it has to be a D, then let it be a D. So let's see. I mean, these seem fine. Oh. Huh. That's odd. Why is that? Okay, probably because this assumes I'm going to add the center to it. Because if I remember correctly, and why is music paused? Sure, but it looks like, yeah, I've listened to whole playlist because I think it's looping. So actually, I wanted to listen to either League of Legends champion themes or Stardew Valley soundtrack. Let's see what's there. Um, hmm, albums. And I hate the way Spotify shows it. Like, cool albums, but most of these are just singles. So, like, let's say, okay, so I mean, it is an album, okay, single like that, and okay, cool, useful. And then, what do I do then? Okay, so let me try to find playlists. See, League of Legends champion themes. It seems to have all of them. Can I play that in reverse? No, okay, so let's go from, I'm assuming, yeah, newest to oldest. This has only 90 songs. Maybe not all champions have their themes. We will see. Okay, so back to that. ChatGPT here assumes I'm going to add the center of it. Yeah. So the X it's getting. So can I just do that? Will that work? Let me command that log. And that should hopefully fix it. Okay, now they spawn there. So let's see, it takes in an X and a Y. Particle is the width, okay? It's the width of the box, actually. Kind of makes sense. I mean, don't mind having the box there. Having the width of the box. So what would it be? Let me think. I think block bench should help. Okay, so that looks like, I mean, 1, and then here I want. How high is it? That's okay. That's 6. Okay, so that's 10. 10/16. So 5/8. Okay, so let's make it. Let's make it work. And got lost in my windows, so that will be box X equals. Is that the X-axis actually? The X is red, so X is just 1. 1F. Is that how I do an? Okay, I guess it will be a double. Double Y and Z. Okay, and that's a that. And Z is okay, so that will be okay, so 1 block 16, and then that's 6. Okay, so another 8. Okay, so 16 and half a block. So let's make it 1.5. Okay, actually, let's make it 125. So I do want it a bit smaller, and then I will offset it. So let's see. Okay, so that's not that. That should be. Why Gaussian? Why is next Gaussian instead of next double? Depends on random values you want to generate. Next double uniformly distributed. Next Gaussian random values following a Gaussian distribution. Okay, I don't think I want Gaussian distribution. I think I'm fine with double. Okay, so let's see. It's supposed to be. I'm not sure if it's just divided by 2. Because if this can be a 1, yeah, then it goes from 0 to 1, so that's fine if I divide that by 2. Yeah, but I multiply it by that, okay, so I think it is fine. Okay, so it should be fine. Let's see. It will be this get X plus particle X plus and the offset, which here is 0.2. Maybe. And actually, why would it be a double if these are floats? Particle X, particle Z. Z. Okay, and this stays untouched. Think so. Or does it? Or am I supposed to touch the other one? Huh. Not sure. Okay, so let's see. This should generate a random within the box limits. We have the box limit. Kind of? Oh. Let me think. Random, next double. Okay, so that's between 1 and 0. Now, if I do that times half of the box, so that, okay. And then I guess I would like to multiply it by, okay, or do I have to multiply it by anything? I think I do. I want to multiply it by the random, like forwards or backwards. -1, okay. Is that fine? It is, okay, and here I just have to adjust these. That to be 3. Okay, that, and this should be Y, Z. That should be something like that, and I don't need these. Now I just have to move that here. Now I just have to multiply these by the same thing I just did. That will be... Okay, because let's see, I get that, and I think just multiplying should be fine. Okay, that's cosio plus particle x times sinus ion. Is that right? Then that is cosinus ion, that is sinus ion. Now that should be minus, okay, particle z. I should have commented the changes because undoing all of that will take a moment. It doesn't actually work. Position. Okay, so this returns the position, but I think this does the same. So let's see what it looks like now. And I'm not feeling that song. Oh, never mind, that's Briar. That's about to end, okay. So let it play out. Let's see if I first tried it. Actually, not third tried it, but okay, the first try that I actually wanted. So it's kind of fine, but these are inside of the box. kind of would like them to be at the edges of the box. So how would I do that? I mean, inside is fine too. And are these rotated? I think these are rotated the wrong way. Yeah, these seem to be rotated like that way. Okay, I mean they are rotated. They are rotated. You're wrong way. Let me think why. Did I do that incorrectly? This is x times cosinus, okay, minus z times sinus, okay. Maybe because I'm rotating my model too, maybe I need to add something to that. How would I add half a degree to my u? It's a float. How can I make... Okay, how much do I want to add? I mean, that way, so that's 90 degrees. Be turned left by 90 degrees. Okay, that's very poor English, but it's fine if ChatGPT gets it. Oh, really? Is it just that? Times 90f. Or rather, add. Do I want to add or subtract? Let me think. Oh, let's make it subtract. See if that helps. Because I think that's because I'm rotating my model in the renderer. So I gotta rotate the particles too. Okay, and I hope that's enough, because I've spent a lot of time already messing with these. And we could move on to what would be next, and the scrape particles, or rather the wax particles. Okay, so this is rotated. Okay, but it's offset now. Okay, so that could be because I'm adding the 0.2 to the wrong thing. Man, it's such a banger. Nafury, okay. Nafury team is really nice. Okay, it seems to be... So let's first try to move that to Z. I think that's what it should be. And see what that looks like. Where the particles move now? Where do the particles move now? That's definitely not it. Okay, so what if I remove the yaw modification? Okay, if I don't start getting somewhere soon, then I will just skip it. So I think it's fine for them to spawn in just inside of a box. Or rather, yeah, have no rotation. Man, why didn't I commit those? Now I will have to hope that me undoing it is enough. Rather that my undo has the part that I want. Who's that? That's Milio. Something's off about these. Oh. Okay. That's a generous hitbox. They are almost right, but not quite. Let me see. Okay, I don't think I actually want to undo it. Let's just power through it. So what's going to happen? I make that like 2. Where is that going to be? Which axis is it? Should make the other one 0, actually. I will do that if this change doesn't clear things up. Yes, it's not rotated at all, actually. Yeah, the rotation seems to be... Actually, it kind of... Is it rotated? I mean, it kind of is, but okay, now it's screwed. So yeah, it is and isn't at the same time. Here, yeah, it's off, totally off. So I don't think that's how you're supposed to do that. My particles axis don't seem to match up with my model's axis. Two radians. It didn't have that before. Now it has a minus there. Man, I should just take a bit of time to figure out what's what I'm doing. Shockingly. Let's see if math 2 radians helps. Don't convert from double to float. I mean, can't I? So this expects a double. Really can't, huh? Angle in degrees, okay. I mean, yo, I think is in that. It would make sense that I would have to convert it to radians before passing in the cosinus. An angle in radians, okay, so that would make sense. But I can't convert... Oh, how do I convert a double to a float? To a double that's required in 2 radians. Strict math. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that was the issue. Okay, my bad. So let's see what's going to happen now. I love ChatGPT assisted development. Hopefully I should just be fine in the future once I get through that. Okay, that seems to match up. Happy with that. Okay. Really nice. I think that's offset. Yeah, 0.2 to the right. So it is x-axis that I'm supposed to offset, not y. Let's commit the changes before I mess it up again. Before I get lost again. Okay, so let's see. That should be smaller. See, matrix, quaternion. I don't think I'm using these actually. Okay, and I'm not using these either. Don't mind that. That's from testing. Okay. Fit entity. Scrape particles work. And let's see what these look like now. And then I would just have to... what would I have to do actually? Would like a minimum value there. Rather so that they are more spread out, more around the box, not quite inside of the box. Not too sure how to go about that yet. Okay, so yeah, this is fine. Nope, this isn't fine. Okay, so I think that has to be axis dependent too. Rather rotation dependent too, so that will be that. Here it should make sense. Not rotation dependent, rotation, what's the word I'm looking for? Should be rotation aware. Yeah, I think that's the word I want. Why is it destroying the block beneath it when I click? Okay, so maybe it is the Y axis that I'm supposed to adjust. Or rather the Z axis. I think it is because previously I increased that and that was that axis. Okay, so it is my bad. Man. And switching in between the layers is such a pain. Usually, yeah, I don't have that issue because I'm not doing the kind of programming that would require me to hop into the game. I mean, I guess usually it has just changed, and now it is what I do. Okay, so that's nice. Now I just want them to be a bit more around the box. Inside. Is there air? How could I make the random position inside the box be closer to edges? Something akin to a random Gaussian. I wanted to ask, but that won't work because I'm working within, like, if that's the Gaussian. Oh, that's okay. So if that's more or less a normal distribution, and here's 0 and here's 1, so reverse of that would be yeah, I would get more ones as well as zeros, and that's not what I want. Actually, that could be what I want. Kind of. Because I could have, if it's closer to 0, if it's less than a half, x less than a half, sorry, less than half, then I could multiply it. Rather do 1 minus x. And that would make it so I get only those values. Maybe just ask first for the edges. Less particles in the middle. Bias the random position distribution towards the edges of the box. You can use a different probability distribution. One approach to use an exponentially function to modify the random values. Here's an example to your rotate vector method. Bias factor is 2. Okay, so I just do times 2 that exponential. What does that do? I mean, that makes it go. I mean, my values already go over 1, so I don't think it matters. Why minus? Java math exponential. What's that? Okay, then returns a. Yeah, I'm assuming that a number to raise e2. And what's e? Not sure. Probably a constant of some kind. So let's try that and see what's going to happen. And actually, let me make that a method because I will be calling that for the unwalks particles too. Let me just make all of that. This spawn particles. And let's add a method. Maybe do I want afterfall? Where do I want it? By slipperiness, velocity. Okay, maybe before velocity logic. Can be yoinked. Okay, so that's in tick. At max passengers. Okay, so actually after the velocity logic. So here, private void, or that's not void. Actually, it can be void. Spawn particles. That's going to take in a particle types. Particle type. And let's see what else. A int count. Okay, and a world. And I don't need to pass the EO, that's nice. And let's see where is it interact. That will be particle particle types, scrape, and 32, and now that. What's the error? Rather, yeah, default particle type. I think that's what's not matching. Okay. And just clean up the EO velocity. And let's see. Hey, I didn't change the thing I wanted to change. Yeah, I didn't wait it. Waited. Yeah. That has to be that. Okay, so okay, let's see if it's working actually first and commit the changes. And then have at it. It is. Oh, it's starting to really annoy me that the block behind it is getting destroyed. Whose theme is that? Zeris. Okay, that's original. Particle to helper. I mean, that's not a helper, that's a method. Is reset. Okay. And that's actually quite a nice song. Okay, so let me make it do that. And let's. Oh man, I got lost so harder. Particle. Ah, it was almost so cool. Bias factor. I mean, why don't I just make it -2 there? And see what's going to happen. I'm not quite following how it works in like all the ins and outs, but I don't really care. Like, I more or less know what to adjust. So, despite me spending last 2 hours on messing with the particles, I will just roll with it and mess with the values until I'm happy. Okay, so these are actually inside more. made so that the values are inside more, or other values are closer to the center. I wonder if it's generating on the fly, or if I can just have it type all of that instantly. Uh, okay. Let's see if that fixes it. I mean, it does, but that's a lot. Okay, but that's exactly what I want, except I want it to be smaller. Okay, so let's try 1.1. Actually, let's make it 1.2. Oh man, I shouldn't have done that, because I'm not sure which one it will be. So let's restart and see what 1.2 looks like. Okay, that's still a lot. So exponential seems think that's just because it's a bit too much. How could I make that? Won't it actually be closer to the edges if I increase that? Instead of... No, never mind, that's what it has to be. Actually, is it? Yeah, I mean it is. I think it is actually, at least. So otherwise the values will just be off. And I want it to stay within these bounds, but weighted towards the edges. See, what would the exponential have to be? About 0.5, 0.05 rather. This works, but is actually large. Is there a different bias I could use? Certainly, if you find the current exponential bias to be too strong, you can try different mathematical functions for biasing. Polynomial function. Do I math absolute it? Yeah, I do. Because is it doing what I want it to do? I mean... is it? No, I don't think it is actually, because it's increasing the whole box. So I don't think that's what I want to be doing. He actually was doing the weight like I wanted to. Weighted the stuff. Then it would have stayed in the center. I'm just increasing that. That's not what I want, huh? Let me try what I initially thought of, so the reverse Gaussian thingy. So see, double x double equals x, y, and z. X double is smaller than a half. I would like it to be 1 minus x double, otherwise x double. Let's do that. X double, y double, and z double. And x double, okay, not like that, x double equals 1 1 minus x double, otherwise x double. And let's see what that's going to do. Oh, wait, and not double, but Gaussian thingy. Next, Gaussian. Okay. And still should have some stuff in the center. And I wanted to invert it. How could I invert? Java invert Gaussian. Inverse Gaussian distribution. Okay, let's see actually what it's doing. It probably is doing not too much because actually it's doing a lot, and I'm not sure. Okay, what's that? That's just a random within the box. Okay. It's doing a lot. Gaussian. Okay, it is a double, so I'm assuming it is in 1 and 0. If I wanted to invert a Gaussian thingy, do I just need to do it 1 minus that? I think that is how I invert a thing. Hope nobody is getting mad at me. I'm just not thinking through it and trying stuff. Let's see, is it inverting a thing? I mean, it is. It should go from here. Sorry, that's awful. So if I do 1 minus that, then it should go there. And that should go there. Hmm. It seems to be skipping the middle. Okay, so yeah, I think that makes sense because yeah, it's a lot less particles in the middle. You notice like here, there are basically no particles. So yeah, I should have expected that. Makes sense. Like I'm not too sure why it makes sense, but yeah. But wait, this is actually what I want, like nothing close to the center. So why is that bigger now than it was? Okay, now never mind. It is doing what I wanted to. But why is it? Okay, sorry. Why is it? Let me formulate it. Okay, so it is doing what I wanted to. It is skipping the center and going more towards the edges, but why is it out of the bounding box now? Maybe because of that, actually. It could be because of that. I think that's the issue, maybe? Is it? No, it shouldn't be. Okay, so I screwed something up. Previously it was all center. Maybe it is the issue with the Gaussian thingy. What if I do go back to next double? Let me make sure that that's not the issue. I must have messed something up along the way. Hmm. And I wish there was an example of the output that it returns. Okay, so these are in the center. Those are random Gaussian numbers. What is the range of the random next Gaussian? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Is it Gaussian or Gaussian?
Gaussian.
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 Gaussian, more or less, okay. The next Gaussian. Gaussian. Okay, that sounds weird. Okay, therefore, it's important to know that while the mean is 0, okay, so it's between -3 and 3 actually for some reason. So that's the issue. That's why it's was so big. So if I do the inverse of it and divide that by, let's skip that and let's do by 0.3. Okay, divided by. So that will be the y double. That will be the z double divided by 3. Let's see what that looks like. Should be closer to what I want because it makes sense. The values were too big. Maybe I do still need that, but other than that, it should be good. It should be the reverse, and okay, these are still pretty close to the center. So what's that? Let's see. What's going to happen if I don't do 1 minus that? So I just had the inverse Gaussian, okay, I like that. Gaussian, but maybe just Gaussian is fine. Shouldn't be though. Okay, I think. Okay, so without that, I think this makes it more. There are more close to the center, and there are more that are far away. And this should make it that so there are just more far away. Should converge the ones close to the center to the ones far away from the center. Okay, so this is just Gaussian. So let's undo that. And let's uncomment that. And that should be it, hopefully. And then I will just leave it for now and move on to the other particles, the waxing particles and the unwaxing ones. And mess with the particles off stream again. I mean, theoretically it makes sense what I'm trying to do. And it's so many calculations just to spawn some particles. They look different, but still not what I want them to be. Oh. Why is that? Okay, so they are not that close to the center. They are still pretty close to the center, but that's better than what it was before. Because here they are visibly closer to the edges, and yeah, with just the next double. So let's see. How could I... So if I just do next double, then we will see what they are. Now they are pretty close to the center. Like all of them clumped together. Oh man, and again I'm not sure which changes it because I just saved the file. Maybe I did that before it loaded. Should have waited. Hmm. How could I make it further still? But still within the bounds. Maybe multiply it by itself? Oh, I think the issue here is that I'm not dividing it before. And I'm working on halves when they are still between. Okay, let's see. Stream should be back. Sorry about ending the stream abruptly, but something popped up IRL. Oh man. Okay, let's try to get back into it. Because I think the issue here is that I'm trying to summon the particles. See, I'm trying to summon the particles inside of a box. Instead, I should just do it in the center. So let's see. I should just take a random value, preferably Gaussian one, Gaussian. Preferably a Gaussian one. Then, instead of doing that whole box thing, just add it to the correct position axis. But I mean, it's actually it's kind of the same as inside of a box. Kind of the same way the inside of a box works. So maybe that's not the way. Where's the interact? Okay, here I just call the particles, don't I? Okay, yeah, I moved that here, so it happens always. Okay. So I have the rotation. What else is there, huh? Okay, and I think that's the stuff I want to manipulate. Okay, so these are the bounds. It will be between that and this thing. Oh. Okay, let me think. So this is reverse Gaussian. Reversed Gaussian distribution double. A lot of words to say that. And let's see. And here I take the bigger value of the two. And then I multiply it by the bounds. And the bounds are correct. Okay, let me see again what it looks like. And actually, let me see what it looks like. And if I can't think of anything, then I will just leave it for the off stream. And let's move on to summoning the walks and scrape walks particles. The walks, whatever. Okay, so that's different. Yeah, so now these are, and that's not what I remember it being. Yeah, but it makes sense. These are like at the edges, basically. It doesn't look that bad actually. I wonder why it didn't look like that previously. I don't think I've changed anything. Oh, not sure. Maybe I restarted too fast or something happened. Yeah, that's more or less what I imagine it to be. But okay, I mean it's doing exactly what it's supposed to. And it's just not what I want it to be. So let's see. Maybe I could skip an axis. Maybe that axis. Um, what if I could clamp it? No, I can't clamp it. Like, Okay, so for z-axis, I guess, it'd be just everywhere. Maybe for x-axis too, just y. Has to be, I think it's just actually just y, maybe. It has to be like that. So y would stay. And then, let's see, maybe that. And command that. Maybe that's what I want. Let's check. Looks kind of promising. So yeah, if midnight, maybe this won't make it so noticeable, but still will be in the middle. Okay, so that's drastic, yeah. I mean, that's expected. This was to be expected, but it wasn't expected by me. So I'm trying to think. Can't really think of anything. Just see again what it looks like with my quick reverse Gaussian thingy, and yeah, we'll probably have to stay like that. Next, triangular distribution. Next, between exclusion. Create, okay. No, I don't think these are any useful. Or of any help, rather. Okay, I mean, it's kind of not really. But what if I made it a linear distribution instead of Gaussian? And no. So I don't think that would fix anything. Okay, so let's just keep it like that. Let's move on. I will just mess with it off stream again. Okay, so next would be to spawn particles. Okay, so that has to be moved here when I'm scraping it. Okay. Here, let me uncommand that line. And now I would like to spawn more particles. Okay, so if I'm waxing it, okay, then I need to spawn. Okay, not really. Change the formatting of it. Particle types, wax off, axe, scrape. Okay, so I'm guessing it's wax off. And here I just do wax on. Okay, and that should be everything. We can move on to the, I guess, bubble columns, finally. Or actually, the lightning, yeah. Is the music too loud? No. Oh. Maybe just a touch. Okay, but it's ending, so I guess just the loud finale. To do, make look better. Very descriptive to do. Okay, so I mean, this looks kind of fine actually. I don't mind it that much. Maybe I could not make these not make these summon on the handles. Okay, nice and perfect. It's kind of pink. That's supposed to be kind of pink. Yeah, it is. Huh? Okay. Okay, so there are all of the particles. That's nice. I think that music is actually a bit too loud. Okay. Well, maybe it was fine. I mean, because it is a bit too loud for me. I think it was fine for you guys. Okay, so let's try that. Entity, honeycomb, and walks off particles. I mean, I should have called that walks on and walks off. Okay, but now let's handle the lightning. Okay, so let's look for inspiration here. How can I... If my entity has been struck by a lightning in Minecraft, is on fire. True, when that fire was caused by that. I mean... Okay, let me see actually, can I set my entity on fire? I would need a... what is that? In a flint and steel. That's... I think that's the behavior I want actually for it. Okay, let me clean the inventory a bit. Okay, so... So I do want it to be fire resistant, even though it has a wheel, but let's ignore that. So... let's see, unstruck by lightning, that's not it. Fabric, entity on fire. Set player on fire when hit by entity, manually. How to detect if an entity is on fire? Using predicates. Minecraft, Fabric, Java, entity on, set on fire. Maybe I should look for that. Okay. Fire. Variable entity. Entity. Is there anything about fire? Being on fire. Abstract. Entity damage. Damage sources on fire. Okay, so that's probably in the damage method. Let's see. Let's try to log if I'm this close to it. Damage source. Amount. Okay. Let's see if that's how you handle entity being damaged. Is there anything about lightning? Entity, lightning entity, roadblock. I mean, it would be too simple if there was an event on lightning, on struck by lightning. Ah. Okay, like that. Then just add that. Maybe entity has that actually. On struck. Okay, can't type. Okay, there is a method there. Okay, so that makes it easier, but let me see if the wheelbarrow is taking damage when I push it into the fire. It is. Okay. So I do want to make it fire resistant, I guess. And then I want to call that method. Deals lightning damage by default. Entities that do not take such damage should override this method to do nothing. Okay. So I do want that. Damage. And I want to make my entity invulnerable to source, okay? That will be invulnerable to lightning. Rather fire damage, okay? But let's go one step at a time. As item, interact. Okay, whatever it can be after interact. It's fine. And got overrided. And let's see, logger, remove that, and let's add that here. I've been struck. Plus lightning. Okay, and let's not do that. That should not set me on fire. Let's add an import. And then fire invulnerable. It is invulnerable too. Okay, and I need to add a getter for fire. This is fire immune, I'm guessing. If okay, invulnerable entities are immune to okay, whatever. Let's see first if my lightning strike works. Struck by lightning. Tick controlled. Is fire proof? No, that's for an item. Is fire immune? Okay. So is fire immune? Seems to be rather straightforward. Okay, and now I just want to summon lightning. Okay, and that was fire damage probably. Okay, so that was 4 lightning bolts actually. That's fine. Okay, so let me is immune. They have an immune pushable. Okay, let me add that here. Like after can hit, makes sense. Public, boolean, okay, not here. Is fire immune? Turn true. And let's see if that helps. It should. That Seraphim theme, yep. Okay, so now if I push it into fire, nothing should happen. Okay. If I strike it by lightning, also nothing should happen. Okay, other than the logs. Okay, so that's easy enough. Let's commit that. Oh man. Okay, so I want that first. Immune to fire. But doesn't make it immune to lava. I will see in a moment. Actually, let's see right now. Hope not. It does. That's odd. It's minecart. Oops. Just burns. Lava. Is there anything about lava? Entity is in lava. So maybe fabric immune to fire, but not lava. Okay, that's cloth related. How to set player immune to fire or lava? Entity is immune to fire tag, yes, very simple. Entity damage event. Okay, so I probably have to modify the damage method then. Because I do want it to burn in lava. I mean, does it make sense? It does. I will just say that it does and roll with it. I don't like that it sinks all the way through, like you can't see anything there. Whatever. Okay, so when I'm struck by lightning, I would like to lower the oxidation level, so on lightning. And I will be doing that if I'm not copper and if I'm not waxed. So let's copy all of that. And do I summon the particles? Let's see if particles are summoned for the copper block. On struck by lightning, okay. So is waxed and not that. If is waxed or so type oxidation level equals this, get oxidation level. Oxidation equals type copper. Then I return. And otherwise I do the thing. I do that. Okay, too many equals. On JavaScript, classic. And let's see if the particles are summoned when lightning hits the copper block. Oh man, I really don't want to take care of lava separately. I guess it is what it is. Okay, so there were no particles. It went down a couple levels actually, because there are multiple lightning bolts. Okay, but there are no particles and there's no sound actually either, so no particles. Let's change that. If not is waxed and oxidation level is different from copper, then we do that. Let's remove the variables because it seems simple enough. Actually no, let's keep that. Okay. And that should be everything. It's kind of odd that it summons multiple lightning bolts. But it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so if I now summon lightning bolt, okay, that's nice. And if I wax it, and the same with copper block, yep, then it doesn't care. And this doesn't care either. Okay, perfect. Let's make sure these work too. Yep, and okay, and this got hit actually. Oh. Odd, that was in range, but sure. Okay. So now let's make it get destroyed in lava, I guess. Maybe I don't want it to make it immune to fire damage, but I do want to make it... yeah, but I do want to make it not get destroyed when you ride it into fire. Like it could be on fire, but just take no damage, I guess. On struck by lightning, okay. It deoxidize on lightning strike. And now let's see fire immune. So if I change that, now in my damage, okay, so how would I want to do it? Okay, is invulnerable, okay. Now I wobble, okay, so that would be before that. because I don't want to wobble. If I'm being on fire, so if source equals damage, okay, too many equals again, damage source, and that would be, okay, that's not how you do it. What's there? Damage sources, okay, makes sense. Or doesn't? Need damage sources. Damage source predicate? No, that's not what I want either. How do I check the damage source? Damage sources. I mean, it is that. Maybe I do source is in damage type. Okay, makes sense. Is of damage type. And then, okay, so I guess damage types. Okay, so there's lava, which is different than fire. Okay, so is there fire? In fire? On fire? Man, what's the difference? Okay, let me try that. Is in fire, then I will just log info in fire. Let's see if on fire, I guess. On. And else if source is of damage types. Lava. In. Okay, so it's just lava. Okay. Lava. Okay. Let's return. I guess false. Nothing happened. Maybe? What is it supposed to return? As to damage, probably whether it took damage. Returns whether the entity was actually damaged, okay. Am I lying here? I don't think I am. I would hope that it won't get damaged. Okay, but let's see. Starve, stalagmite, on fire. Is it described the difference between on fire and in fire? Okay, I think I know the difference actually, in whether you stand on fire or whether you are actually on fire, in fire and on fire. But if I'm not immune to fire damage, okay, then I would assume. Okay, so let's first check lava, should be the easiest. And I gotta add riding soon so I can stop shoving it. Okay, so all of that is lava. I don't have to go there. Okay, so that's in fire. And then I'm guessing lightning will make me be on fire. No, that's still in fire. Can I set it on fire? Nope. Okay, so when it's on fire? See, ChatGPT knows what's the difference between Minecraft Fabric damage type in fire versus on fire. Is I can set it on fire. Like right now I'm in fire and I'm on fire. Here it seems like it can be, I mean it is on fire and in fire, so okay. Okay, now it will be on fire, right? Yep, okay, so makes sense. Okay, so I want, okay, so that's actually what I want. I wanted to ignore on fire and in fire, and I wanted to get destroyed when in lava. Okay, but let's see what ChatGPT says. I mean, okay, I just figured that out. Okay, so if is in fire, actually is in. Never mind. Actually, what does this take? Damage Damage type, okay, whatever. Is in fire or source is of damage types. On fire, then we return. And otherwise we proceed as normal. Okay. Can I do the multi-line thingy? I can. Okay. Multi-line formatting. And let's see. Now it should chill when on fire. We'll probably have to make it damage the entity that's riding it. Who's that's the Wheelbarrow, okay. Okay, so now in fire doesn't care, on fire doesn't care, and then shout in lava. Yep, burns. Okay, so that's perfect. Okay, we just make sure that the item will burn, probably. But okay, so that's exactly what I want, and later we'll have to make it damage whatever's inside of it. Okay, so that's some nice progress after 2 hours spent on messing with particles. Can remove that. Okay, I think on fire. Fire immune, okay. And that's right, okay. Entity. Make fire immune. Okay, so I've got that. And let's see, to do, figure out why still swings. Okay, let's ignore that. It doesn't matter that much. I think I know that theme. Yeah, fiddlesticks. Okay, to do. There's one to make look better. Okay. I'm still thinking. Shouldn't be that hard. You just need a random distribution. That's always... Oh, that's always around the box. Rather, that's... No, okay, I can't think of it right now. I will do that off stream, as I said. Okay, so... let's see the to-do. Make walkable, that's done. Bubble, column, logic, and wobble. Okay, so we can do... which one do we want to do? Wheel animation. Okay, that can stay untouched for now. I'm just moving velocity. Okay, that's probably, yeah, when driving. Okay, so let's do the bubble column. Okay, so let me open a boat entity. Man, I wish I could find these. Where are these? I can just stop doing that. Boat entity. Where is that file? See, I should be able to... Okay, no, never mind. It's not there. Where the heck is it? Bubble. Okay, on bubble column surface collision. Bubble column is drag equals drag. Do I have y velocity somewhere? Y velocity, velocity 4. Okay, so that's for landing. Update velocity. Okay, so maybe I could have... yeah, I probably want to make it for slower. Yeah, when in bubble column that's not a drag, and otherwise, yeah, make it for faster when it is inside of a dragging bubble column. That shouldn't be too hard. Okay, but where are those files? Oh man, I've cleaned up my bubble setup for what you are about to see, hopefully tomorrow, or if not on Friday. Friday... oh, I want to see latest, or Friday at most, but I don't think that's how we say it. Water bucket, and let me fill that. It doesn't have to be that big, and I don't have to mess with the... with what? With the... no man, I can't think of a word. With kelp. Okay, sorry. Okay, so need that, and need a boat. Okay, why are these not... okay, they are. Okay, but they don't show on surface, makes sense. Okay, so boat here should launch in the air, okay. Same with the minecart, if I remember correctly. Yep, it just keeps on jumping. Oh man. Okay, that's so high. And I think my wheelbarrow is doing the same. No, it's not doing, it's probably just sinking straight to the bottom. See? Okay, no, never mind, it is, but that's really high. So I'd have to adjust that. Slightly smaller. But other than... oh. That's odd. Okay, we'll have to figure that out, and let's see. Okay, both here, wobbles, and then sinks. Yep. Minecart here probably just sinks. Okay, really fast, and my wheelbarrow... it seems to sink with the normal speed. Let me test if it's sinking. Normal speed, I think I need a 3x3, otherwise it gets stuck. Let me adjust that. Let's make both of these bigger. Okay, something like that. Probably make these a bit taller too. Okay. One variant should be enough, even though I like looking at all of them. And same for the soul sand. Okay. That should be set up, but let's make it a bit taller so I can see how long it actually takes. Okay, so just filling all of the corners seems to do the job. Yep, okay. So, now I just need to summon 2 wheelbarrows. And actually one more column, man. That's just water. And let's see which one sinks first. Hopefully it's long enough distance for the difference to be noticeable. Probably not. That wouldn't be too convenient. Okay, I think only 3 corners are needed. Okay, so with that set up, let's see. I gotta summon a wheelbarrow here, so summon wheelbarrow. Okay, let me get slightly higher. Summon. I want to do 2 commands. Let's see. Is like together. Minecraft execute 2 commands together. Run multiple commands. Oh, let's see. Actually, maybe I can just have 2 command blocks and 1 button. So give command block. Okay, and if I have 2 command blocks and a button, both of these should trigger. Not sure. Okay, but I want to impulse and conditional. It's redstone, okay? See, that will be the coordinates. Oh man, not what I want. So minus 15, 70, and 10. And minus 15, 70, 70, and 6. So summon, wheelbarrow, minus 15, 76. Okay, and what was the other one? 10. Okay, they got stuck, so I'm gonna move it by 1, minus 16, I would guess. Okay, but I really like my very scientific test. Okay, so this one actually fell faster on its own. On its own. Sorry. Make sure again. Yeah, like noticeably faster. So maybe I don't have to do anything about that. Maybe entities just have that built in. Let's see. Vehicle entity. See, do entities have bubble? Okay, they seem to do. The velocity multiplier is inside the bubble column. Okay, and what's that? Return whether this entity is touching water or rain. Okay. Is inside water or bubble column. Bubble column. On bubble column surface collision. Okay, so I set a drag and then I set the velocity. And then I'm guessing my update velocity function just takes care of it. Takes care of it from then. So this applies the bubble column velocity by default. Whether the entity should be dragged downwards on bubble column collision without an air above. Okay, so let's see if it's not the drag. Okay, let's see what the minecart looks like. Vehicle entity, I don't think I can do that, yep. Let's import the minecart entity. Minecart entity. Probably Okay, maybe not the abstract one. Bubble. Vehicle, bubble, nope. Okay, so it's not doing anything with bubbles. So why is my wheelbarrow going so high? Because ideally I just would like to not touch it. Okay, let me make that higher. What's the limit? Let's see. Bubble, column. Minecraft limit. Is there a limit? Limited only by water surface. Okay, so there is no limit. Let me see how much faster is it when it's drowning, or rather when it's inside of a bubble column. I think that's too few blocks to actually see, even though I can see that it's slower. I just want to see how much slower is it. Okay, so just 3 corners are enough, and then okay, I gotta make that higher. Let's make that 80, should be enough. Not that much faster actually. Let's see what's the difference between that and a minecart. Maybe minecart it behaves the same. Minecart rather, sorry. Minecart. And same here. Huh. This one actually sank slower for some reason. That's random, I wonder. Okay, let me add another command block that will clean this up, clean the entities up. Here, not entity, type equals minecart. Okay. Okay, so for some reason, without a bubble column, it falls slower. Let's go back to wheelbarrow again. And here, kill, add e type equals wheelbarrow. Okay, I'm not too sure what that's all about. Okay, but I mean, it kind of seems fine. Is that? Is minecart falling faster? Minecart faster in drag bubble. Column are actually slower. Don't lose acceleration on soul sound bubbles. Okay, that's not it. Lift exit. I recently realized that bubble elevators and okay. Double column. Maybe there they have some information. Usage. Whirlpool. Okay, magma. They drag entities downward. Okay, they don't seem to have any details on that. On a quick glance, so. Okay, so I'm fine with it falling faster there, but actually if I'm going to override the method anyway, bubble column is inside, on bubble, okay, surface, and I'm guessing this has to be the same. Okay, this is actually, okay, so that's smaller. Let me think. Where's the bubble column velocity by default? Let's place the bubble column velocity by default too. Use this to spawn Splash particles. Okay, I don't think I want splash particles. Let's see actually. Maybe, even though I don't want them, I have to add them. Yeah, because I'm probably just going to copy those methods because they are really small. And then set them. Why do I do on landing there? On bubble column collision. Okay, I'm guessing this is the one that gets applied first, and then this is applied on killed other. True? Why true? Killed villager. Cold when this entity, and cold when this entity kills other. So I'm guessing I can just put my entity there and make, and then it will be called with the appropriate types. That's cool if that's how it works. Limit fall distance. Is full flying or on a lead in order to prevent unwarranted fall damage. Push out of blocks. Okay, whatever. And I really like all of these. I could just read that. But let's not do that. Okay, so are there particles there? Yeah, there are some particles. Okay, then chills after a moment. Oh man. So what about a boat? Okay, I'm guessing yeah. Stays like that for a moment and then launches back up. Launches up. And my wheelbarrow, for some reason, goes really high. Yeah, like... Then it's... The collision here is so wrong. Not sure why. Okay, so this keeps the X and Z velocity, but then applies... Okay, so let me add these. And... Or do I want on landing, I guess, after? Or before? Okay, fall, huh? Spawn particles. Okay, so let's override these. And add some logs. Surface collision. Column collision. Okay, also drag, okay, makes sense. On landing. On landing though, it sets fall distance to 0, huh? Wonder why. And... Let's tick the tick fall. What is that called? When the entity falls, flying mobs should override this to do nothing. Okay. So I'm probably going to see a lot of logs. That probably won't be too helpful. So why is this detecting? What happened? Did that get so large all of a sudden? Oh. I have a custom entity and using the built-in on surface on bubble. Oh, what's that method called? On bubble surface collision. For the implementation. But for some reason it seems to detect that couple blocks higher than the actual entity is couple blocks higher or lower. It seems to think that my entity is couple blocks lower than actually is, and entity is hovering couple blocks higher, couple blocks over the surface water and jumping up and down. Designed to be cold when an entity collides with surface of a bubble column. If your entity is experiencing issues, it seems to be lower than expected or hovering above the water surface. There are a few things you can check. Entity position. Interact with the entity's bounding box. If entity's position is incorrect, it could lead. Maybe it is incorrect actually. Let's see. Maybe the bounding box is fine and just the model. That's no. Physics and motion, collision and bounding box, entity size and Y offset. Y offset of my entity, what's that? This set the bounding box. Do I have anything about the bounding box? I have get bounding box. Okay, so surface. What's going to happen if I remove that? I'll assume that it will, it won't go up, shockingly. Romantic. I also want to do plus this get position, block position, sure. I'm thinking that it might, no clue. It will be, it can be lower than the surface of water, it can be higher. And, if it is the surface of the water, then that's really odd. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so here it's just hovering there. Okay, so surface Y. On surface collision false. Okay, so Y is either 67 or 66. And there is no column. Okay, so there's some column. Okay, so column made it go slightly up, I think. Yeah, just slightly up. So probably until it reaches the... Until it reaches the... Okay, I think the -3 is my issue because I want it to get much faster. Rather, it's supposed to go faster. That will probably be an easy fix. Okay, so column, surface. Okay, so let's see if that's correct. 67. Wait, is there... Where are my feet at? Looking at... Okay, targeted block, targeted fluid. 1567. 14. Okay, so here I'm on 68 and the surface collision is 67. Okay. So I'm assuming that whole area. Okay, so I get that. And how about plus this get bounding box? Okay, and here I want it to be smaller, so maybe 0.4. Let's see. Update velocity. So underwater. Okay, so that's -3. You would have to compare it to the minecart. Card, entity, water is touching water. Apply slowdown. There's no gravity. Yes, I think I was actually copying that from the bot. Flowing. Okay, and there's that. Okay, so that's -7. Okay, so that's really small. Okay, I remember that. Okay, so that's for in water, underwater -3. Here it's double. Oh, for why is okay? That's compiler issue most likely. Flowing water. Okay, so I have -0.5. Okay, so just slightly larger. Then the same thing, 9. Other than that. Okay, that I have larger, and underwater 0.1, and I have actually much larger, 0.7. Ah, but this is the Y multiplier, okay. So, let's see. Let me just change it by a random number. Column. Okay, I don't want bubble column ticks actually. Not sure why I have that. It's just sinking down. I don't think minecart is wobbling here. Okay, so it's not wobbling, it's just hovering there. Man, can it like chill a bit? Okay, yeah, it's not wobbling, that's for sure. So I'll be able to remove that. Okay. Let's see, on bubble surface collision, sure. Set bubble wobble ticks, that's the boat entity. Where did my entity go? Let's see, bubble wobble. Please handle bubble column. Wait, I'm still in boat entity. Okay, bubble wobble. I don't care about that at all, I don't think. Okay, but I'm in renderer now. That's odd. So these are the bubble wobbles. And where damage wobbles are there. Okay, so I should be able to remove that. Okay, let's make sure again. Okay, yeah, and then I just set angle. Okay. I don't think that did anything anyway. I don't think it worked. See. Bubble wobble, okay. Let's clean that up. It's unused. Should be unused. Bubble wobble ticks. Okay. So now I made that 0.4. So let's see if it's falling faster now. Noticeably faster than the one without, not in the column. It should. Oh, it was kind of faster. I have my button for it. Oh, I find it really odd that it slows down and then speeds up. Like this is for, yeah, for just a moment faster. Okay, maybe if I just adjust the column, that to be 4. Otherwise I go up and I don't think that looks fine. From collision, I can remove that log. That should be it. I would also have to compare it to the minecart. Minecart actually falls slower, faster inside of regular water. So maybe, I mean, it's a simple check. Okay, that seems much faster. I like that. And if I compare it to the minecart, okay, then minecart, what? What? Ah, okay, so what if I compare these two without that? Maybe it has smaller velocity decay actually in minecart. Yeah, minecart slows down slower. I think that's what I'm seeing in water. I've copied my full velocity logic from the boat. Okay. So let's leave that for now. Let me see. The velocity. Do check. Minecarts. Full speed. Decay underwater. Okay, so init bubble column, clean up bubble wobbles. Okay, and I think that will be everything for today's stream. So thanks everybody for joining in, and hopefully tomorrow I will have time to adjust the particles off stream. I don't think I will if I want to do the time lapse. Okay, and I also gotta work on the model. Okay, but we'll see what I managed to get done. So once again, thanks everybody for joining, and see you tomorrow. Bye.